This is everything you need to know about the Wagner Group's uprising after a turbulent weekend for Russian authorities and for Putin. First of all, the Wagner Group is a private military organisation from Russia who have played a significant role in Russia's invasion of Ukraine. It is estimated that around 25,000 of the Russian soldiers fighting have come from the group. Their leader, Yevgeny Prigozhin, a businessman who reportedly has held close ties with Vladimir Putin, released a video on Friday rejecting Putin's justification for the war in Ukraine. Audio recordings were later released in which Prigozhin stated that the evil of Russia's military leadership must be stopped, and that the Wagner Group will lead a march for justice against them. Now, although Prigozhin's reasons for revolt were legitimate, money and power were at the centre of the Wagner Group's rebellion. Earlier this month, Sergei Shoigu, the Russian defence minister, signed a legal proclamation ordering all private military fighting in Ukraine, including the Wagner Group, to sign contracts which would make them subordinate to the defence ministry. This would mean the defence ministry would control all of the Wagner Group's money and could essentially tell them what to do. After Prigozhin's attempts to convince Putin to omit the Wagner Group from this law, tensions reached boiling point following the recordings which were released. On Saturday, Prigozhin announced that his troops had moved from Ukraine into Russia and were ready to go all the way against the Russian military. Soon after, the southern region of Rostov was captured, including the army headquarters there. Putin would then address the nation, accusing Prigozhin of treason, and Russian military helicopters opened fire on the Wagner rebels, who had already reached the outskirts of Moscow. World leaders began to react to the news, and the media held their breath for what would happen next. What played out was unexpected. On Saturday night, Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko announced that he had brokered a deal with Prigozhin to stop the revolt. The Wagner Group will now return to fighting in Ukraine. Whether Prigozhin got cold feet during the uprising or a private deal was made, the reasons for this are unclear. What we can be sure of, though, is that for 24 hours, Russia and Putin were panicking after what is seen as the biggest threat to his presidency in his 22-year rule.